Hey guys, welcome back to Team Death Slinger. My name is Peter, and today we are looking at a Black Knights deck list using the new Craniamon and some of the old LordKnightmon cards to make a kind of black base Knights deck. We're going to be doing a lot of blocking, a lot of collision shenanigans, playing out bodies. We're kind of meshing quite a few engines together, and it's a really interesting and fun way to play black blockers. So, starting with our eggs, I'm on 4 copies of BT16 Dorimon. All turns when another Digimon with blocker is deleted, gain a memory. I do like this for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's an all turns effect, so if we swing in with, you can see a blocker Commandramon over there, and it dies, we can get memory that way. We do have the Blast Ace LordKnightmon, which does give every Digimon with less DP than it collision, which means if the opponent swings in and we block and they lose a body, we do actually gain a memory that way. Or if they swing with a collision body and we lose something like a level 3 or lower level 3 Digimon, we can still gain a memory off of it blocking. There are other eggs that work in the slot. There is the DP boosting Koromon from the starter deck that helps make your Craniummon bigger, and the Pagumon is also fine here. But I find Dorimon is tricky and interesting, and it's a nice way to gain some memory back in a deck that does need the memory to play with. For our level 3 suite, we are running with the Digipolice D-Brigade bottom end. There is a reason for this, and that is because of our inheritable. So on play, reveal top 5 of the deck, add a card with D-Brigade or Digipolice trait among them to the hand, return the rest to top or bottom of the deck. Not our favorite on play, but the inheritable here, when this Digimon would leave the battle area other than by one of your effects, by deleting one of your other Digimon with the D-Brigade trait, prevent it from leaving. So we are going to try to spam out some level 3s with the promo Knightmon and use this inheritable to give our Craniummon some protection. And this is leaving the battle area by battle or by effect. As long as it's not your effect, you can basically pop a D-Brigade trait card to keep it on the board. So very powerful with a black blocker strategy. We have 2 copies of the BT3 Commandramon. We do need to fill the space. 4 copies of BT4 Commandramon has the on deletion to reveal top 3 and play a Commandramon among them without paying its memory cost, then place remaining cards bottom deck. It does only hit our level 3 base, and we are not that heavy on it, so we do need to be a little bit careful with this. But I think it is worth running because when you hit, and you go nuts as D-Brigade does. We also have 3 copies of the blocker Commandramon. Being able to shovel out level 3s means that having blockers on the board just feels good. We have this egg that does gain us memory when another Digimon with blocker is deleted, so if we throw out a bunch of chump blockers, we are threatening to steal memory back whenever the opponent deletes one. For our level 4s, I'm on 4 copies of BT14 Numemon on play and when digivolving by placing a Satsuki from your hand as this Digimon's bottom source. One of your Digimon gains rush for the turn. I do really like this card because whenever you Evo, you get the Satsuki and you can then get free memory by stacking up those Satsukis, and it does make a huge difference later in the game. It does also have a blocker inherit, which is less relevant under the Craniummon. We have 4 copies of the Hi-Commandramon from BT14. When attacking, you reveal top 3. Play a D-Brigade or Digipolice trait card with a cost of 3 or less among them without paying the cost. The rest go bottom deck. So the important thing is that does say card. It does not say Digimon, so you can net your Satsukis off this. Hopefully you can play the Numemon and get the free Satsuki anyways, or it plays you more bodies that let you play the game with aggro and blocking and all that. So we want bodies, and this is a great way to get value. It also doubles up on that inheritable that offers protection to our stack as long as there are other bodies on the board. We are going to round out with 2 copies of the BT16 Sealsdramon on play and when digivolving by returning 3 cards of the D-Brigade or Digipolice trait from your trash to the top of the deck. For the turn, this Digimon gains rush and cannot be blocked, and then the inherit gives a 1k DP boost to your other Digimon with the D-Brigade or Digipolice trait. Not the biggest thing in the world, but I do like this as my last level 4. Sometimes you do have the memory to just slam this down and swing in your rush check. For our level 5 suite, we are on 4 copies of the BT18 Knightmon. Has blocker, end of opponent's turn. Once per turn, you may choose one of your opponent's Digimon. Your opponent attacks with the chosen Digimon, and all turns, your Digimon with Knightmon in their text get 2k DP. So this is going to help boost up our LordKnightmons while also boosting up our level 5 Knightmons on the board. And then the blocker inherit and the blocker effect and ability to force the opponent attack are going to be really nice with the Craniummon being able to suspend on the block and then delete all their lowest level Digimon. It's really strong. The other thing you can run in here is the EX10 Dark Knightmon if you're willing to fork out the extra memory, trying to play it off of the LordKnightmon Ace to get the free on-play protection effect and DP boost. That's not too bad either, but I feel like forcing the opponent to attack into a Craniummon is a little bit more thematic. We have 4 copies of the promo Knightmon. Has blocker on play when digivolving. One of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3k for the turn for each of your Digimon. You've seen me play this card with D-Brigade plenty of times. If you watch older videos on this channel, they synergize really nicely. And the inherit here, whenever another Digimon attacks, you may place a yellow or black level 3 Digimon card from your hand without paying the cost. So this is going to be really nice for swinging in with Craniummon, getting a level 3 body, getting to reboot on the opponent's turn, and then if you have another level 5 on the board and you get to Blast Ace, play at a level 5, force the opponent to attack at the end of their turn with this Knightmon, you do get another level 3 on their turn when they attack. So you're basically punishing them for attacking by blocking, deleting all their lowest level Digimon, playing out level 3s, and then you don't get punished for swinging because Craniummon has Reboot, so you're netting free level 3s, and then those level 3s can turn into other level 3s with the Commandramon, or you can evo them into a Hi-Commandramon, which gives you other bodies from the D-Brigade line. So there is a lot of aggressive plays you can do with this level 3 through 5 suite, and a lot of forced aggression you can make happen with these Knightmons together. For the level 6 suite here, I am on 4 copies of BT23 Craniamon, has Reboot and Blocker. All turns when any of your Digimon or Tamers would leave the battle area by your opponent's effects by suspending this Digimon, one of those Digimon or Tamers does not leave. So if the opponent does try to blow up any of your Digimon, you can suspend Craniamon down to protect them, which is really awesome, especially because we have Reboot as well. All turns, once per turn when this Digimon suspends, delete all of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest play cost. So if the opponent does any Blast Station shenanigans, you can protect your smaller bodies with the Craniamon, delete all their Digimon with the lowest play cost by using the All Turns effect, and then whenever you attack, you get to do this as well. If you do block, you get to do this as well. So there's a lot of value to be had here, and you are usually getting this off at least twice before you lose your Craniamon stack. And we do have the protection effect on this too, by using the Commandramon and the Hi-Commandramon in our level 3 and 4 suite. We have 3 copies of the LordKnightmon Ace from BT18. When Digivolving, you may play a level 5 or lower Digimon card with Knightmon in its text from your hand or trash without paying the cost. Feels really nice to be able to access the trash with this effect as well. And then all Digimon with as much or less DP as this Digimon gain collision. That's going to be a great way for us to farm memory with our Dorimon egg. And then I have the 1 copy of LordKnightmon X, has collision piercing for each of your Digimon. You de-Digivolve 1 on one of your opponent's Digimon, then until the end of their turn, one of their Digimon can Digivolve. As long as LordKnightmon is in our sources, all your Digimon with Knightmon in their text gain Alliance and 3k DP. So being able to give Alliance and 3k DP to these Knightmons feels really good. Giving it to the LordKnightmon Ace and obviously the LordKnightmon X-Antibody is also really good. For the option suite, I'm on 2 copies of Black Scramble. We do have the 4-cost Evo on the Knightmon here, and we do have the 4-cost Evo on this LordKnightmon, so if we really have to Evo into it, we do want to have access to the Scramble. 4 copies of Defense Training. We're in a full black deck, so that's going to be our search package. 3 copies of the Satsuki for the Numemons. Start of your main phase, if your opponent has a Digimon, you gain a memory, and you can mind link to a Digipolice or Numemon, and then you get jamming Reboot as long as it's in the sources. For the memory setter, I did go with 2 copies of ST15 Taikamiya. Sets you to 3 memory, and then when an attack target is switched, you can suspend this Tamer to draw 1, and one of your Digimon gets 2k DP until the end of the turn. That's a nice way to get Craniamon at 13k. Not the biggest body, but it is enough to ward off any smaller attacks that want to come through. Unfortunately, you cannot boost Craniamon with this inheritable. The 2k bonus would be really nice, but you can opt for the DP boosting egg if you want to make Craniamon a 14k, and if you do stack up the Taikamiyas, you can boost him by 4k to make him a 15k blocker. So that's what I'm doing with Black Knights in BT23. I'm having a ton of fun with the deck so far. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and how you are playing Craniamon in BT23. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Thank you to our channel members for supporting this channel. It's people like Langlong, Big Z11, Coffee Deus, and DigiDane who make videos like this possible.